It's currently about 94 degrees in Tucson. Fall is nowhere in sight, so I've decided to go camping. In 2020, I walked into a Target and I bought a 0-degree mummy bag. I was about to move into my car full time and I had no idea what to expect, but I knew that I wanted to see the country and travel. While I didn't plan on sleeping in temperatures as low as 0 degrees, I figured it was better to be safe than sorry. I bought the sleeping bag and that's what I used for the entirety of the time that I lived in my very first car, Chevy Vetter, my Chevy Sonic. And it kept me very warm and safe through all of my earliest adventures. And that's the exact reason why I have brought it out again today. For the first time in 3 years, when I totaled my car in 2021, I put it in storage and that was the end of it. So taking it out today was kind of like visiting an old friend. It was really nice to see my sleeping bag again. The other day I was in bed scrolling and I thought of Yosemite. So I thought, you know what, let me check out Yosemite's website. And I know full well that it's basically impossible to get a campsite at Yosemite. They're booked out months in advance. It's really, really difficult to get a day you want. But lo and behold, the day that I checked, there was a spot available. So I just booked it without even thinking. And then I checked the forecast. The day of my reservation, the high is in the mid-40s and the low is in the mid-20s. Oh, and did I mention the spot where I'm staying in Camp 4 is tent only, so I cannot sleep in my car. Not only will this be my first time ever tent camping, it will also be my first time tent camping below freezing. Currently trying to grocery shop for Yosemite, but it's kind of difficult because anything liquid that I get is going to freeze since the low is going to be below freezing every night. So I'm trying to get things that I will just boil water to cook, but I want things like bananas, and even that is going to freeze. I should have Pinterest Yosemite freezing recipes. I just got to Camp 4 in Yosemite. Surprisingly, it's really nice outside. It's very sunny and I'm not freezing at all. I'm a little nervous because I've never set up a tent before and everybody here looks like all they do is live in tents. So hopefully I don't embarrass myself. If you haven't noticed by my video titles this year, it's been full of ups and downs. Something that helps me stay level-headed during all phases of my life is therapy. And I use BetterHelp, who's a sponsor of today's video. As someone who travels alone pretty much all of the time, it's really important to me to keep in touch with someone who I can talk to at any time, anywhere. A conventional in-person therapist doesn't really work with my lifestyle, which is why I am so grateful for BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a platform that thousands of therapists use to practice therapy online. I did a short, personal survey and was matched with a therapist that suited my needs. And I love that if at any point my therapist doesn't feel like a match for me, I can easily request someone different. They carefully make sure the therapists on the platform are well qualified and their customer support team is always available. I want to stress that therapy can benefit anyone. And if you think you'd benefit from a session, click the link in the description or visit betterhelp.com/AlyssaVanilla and get 10% off your first month of therapy. Very swag update. Apparently, the site where I'm at closes tomorrow. They're closing the whole side of the campground. So either I can have that spot for tonight and then move and try to get to a spot tomorrow, or I can just move right now. So I'm going to take down all of my tent setup and move all the way across the parking lot. so tired. I'm so hungry. You go back there. Now we drive to the opposite side of the campground and go find our new campsite and lug everything to that one. Yay! I had a really long day today moving back and forth between campsites, so I didn't cook. I got pizza here at Curry Village, and now it's, oh, the sunset. The sun is setting. It's really, really pretty. It's also getting really cold, and it's time to go back to my tent, which I didn't really finish setting up, so now I'll just get to do that in the dark, I guess. I survived the night. I was actually really, really warm, like to the point where I was hot. It's 1 degree below freezing right now this morning, and I'm still fine. Also, it rained this morning, which was a nice surprise. But again, I'm chilling, I'm doing fine. I'm about to cook. This is my breakfast. Shout out to HEB. It's raining a little bit, but the sun is out. I'm fully awake now. Yesterday, when I got my original spot, didn't seem like people were being too social. They kind of had their groups, and that was fine. But I thought, wow, I came here and I expected to meet people, but I might not, and that's okay. And then I had to move sites. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I moved sites and then all of a sudden I met a bunch of people? And that's exactly what happened. I already have multiple friends. It's only my second day here. I have been camping with my wonderful new friend Zach, who accidentally got put in the same site as me. So we were sharing a bear box, and it was my first time tent camping, and I was like, sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. Lo and behold, it was his first time ever tent camping too. He also lives in his truck. Oh my gosh, it was fate. And tonight I have dinner plans with someone else I met. I'm honestly just having the best time ever. Yosemite is so magical and so beautiful. The energy is so good here. Everyone is so kind. All my neighbors are so sweet. Oh, it's really coming down.
Bridal Falls, so tourists. We're so Yosemite. We're actually so good. It's 0.5 Excellent. Yup.
Don't do it. How did you like the falls?
Oh my gosh.
Are they worth it?
It was like
I think
a
they were pretty
10-minute
sick.
drive.
10 out of 10 from me. I talked earlier about how when I met you, we both were doing our first time ever tent camping. So how would you rate your first time? How did it go last night? Mine went pretty well.
I would rate it pretty high. I give it an 8 out of 10, honestly. That's pretty high, right? Yeah. And that's my rating for tent camping in general. My actual experience, I should have got like more of a pad or mat for the ground.
I feel the
There's
same.
like 100 people around us, but somehow it was like completely quiet after 10:30.
That's true.
I was like, okay, this is nice.
I genuinely think we were the loudest people in our camp.
Problem.
How do you feel about this pizza?
For $7, I don't know. For pizza, I like
Decent.
it. I'm eating it.
Back at Camp 4, got the heater going. I had such a good day hanging out with Zach. He moved. He's not my neighbor anymore. He's at a cooler campground. I'm still chilling and also having a great time. And I'm actually really excited to test how cold I can get in my setup. Because last night I think it was low 30s. Tonight, low 20s, I think. So it's an adventure. I've been having so much fun lately, way more fun than I could have ever expected. So regardless of the weather, I am just having a grand old time. It's currently about 30 degrees outside and I'm getting ready for bed. I think it's 11 p.m. I had a dinner at the other campground. It was really fun. Socks, wool socks on top. I think the low is 26, so I'm just trying to be prepared. Oh yeah, putting my hat back on. Now I'm ready for bed. And to do a quick bed tour, I have my 0-degree mummy bag, just a small inflatable pillow, which kind of sucks. And then inside of that, I have a sleeping bag liner. So I'll probably be really, really toasty tonight. Good morning. It's 26 degrees. I don't even want to come out of my sleeping bag. He's literally watching me. Yes? I think it's too cold for my heater to work. I'm gonna try it, but probably not. It's currently about 8 a.m. It's really cold. I don't really know what my plans are today. I just kind of wing it every day and something cool happens. So hopefully that just keeps happening. I think I'm peaking. I think this is the happiest I've ever been in my whole life. Night 4. Is it? Wait. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Night 3. This is the coldest one. Mm. 30 degrees. I'm chilling. Today is a shower day despite the frigid temperatures. I haven't showered in like 3 days. A fly froze to death on my dash.
I mean, I wanted to go up Tank Day too, but the rack requires two 60-meter ropes. Third rope. The route switched up with fire.
It's too short. I've been having a really good morning. I showered, I got clean for the first time in days. I ate breakfast cooked for me by my lovely new friends who, not to brag, but they just climbed El Cap. Now I'm about to pick up Zach again, and we're gonna go see this beautiful, beautiful ledge by El Capitan. So I'm really excited. Every single day here has been better than the last. I can't believe it. This is everything I dreamed of when I thought of coming to Yosemite. Low-key, you're kind of doing a good job. They look like pillows or something. Just got back from my hike with Zach where we went to the nose of El Cap and low-key climbed it. And tonight we're having curry for dinner, so how can it get better than this? Every single night I put on my sleep uniform, which consists of my flannel sweater, double wool socks, and sweatpants over my thermal fleece leggings. And I'm still a little cold, but the heater helps. Once I'm all dressed and the heat's going, fully prepped, get into my sleeping bag liner. It's kind of tight. And then into the sleeping bag, zip it up, and then I'm good. It's my last day in Yosemite, and I'm having my last lunch, which is Backpacker's Pantry Pad Thai. I hope it's good. I have not had success with these meals. They've not been very delicious, but I have a good feeling about this one. Not sponsored. Anyway, I cannot overstate how much of a good time I have had while I've been here. I mean, it's probably pretty obvious from the footage, but I've just been wandering around this beautiful place, meeting great people, and it's gonna be hard to top. I'm really proud of myself this trip because every single day that I've been here, which has now been, I don't know, maybe 10 days, I've slept in a tent below freezing. This is coming from the woman who spends every winter in Arizona trying to avoid cold weather. But as I've learned here, really, really wonderful things come from stepping outside your comfort zone. And speaking of that, I'm also pretty proud of myself for trying to connect with people and put myself out there, because it turns out it just takes a little bit of effort and you will be greatly rewarded, or at least I was in this case. Camp 4 has brought me so many new friends, and I am forever grateful. Since the very first day I got here, I made friends, and now that it's the last day that I'm here, I'll be leaving with friends. And lastly, I am just so thankful for the beauty of Yosemite. It's unreal, and I'm sure anybody who's been here will tell you the same. This is gonna sound so corny, but it's being in places like this that make you feel grateful to be alive. And that's especially important to remember with winter right around the corner. Shout out to all my seasonal depression girlies. This has very easily been one of the top 5 best weeks of my life. Kind of mid.